So I have here the fairly new Hahnemühle toned watercolor book. So I chose the 14 by 14 centimeters, which is 5.5 by 5.5 inches. Well, I've not actually seen the texture myself, so I have seen reviews online that were showing me that this texture is basically like the texture of the other Hahnemühle books, but the elastic is very tight and can't seem to get this off in one piece, so I'll just take it off like that. And yeah, it's 200 GSM, so it's a little thinner, and yeah, I quite like it. It's nice. See how it holds up. And today is the first day, and I didn't mention the bookmark. So today is the first day of International Watercolor Month, so I will start this booklet. It has 60 pages, so in 31 days I'll have this book almost filled. Well, halfway, but I will leave out the first page and I will start here. And the prompt today is rejoice. So let me grab my outliner pencil by Derwent, and I was thinking of doing a sunset with a figure that's kind of rejoicing here. So I've not drawn anything as yet. Today I'm going to use a lot of Daniel Smith colors, and so I have Mayan Yellow, Quinacridone Gold Deep, then I will use some buff titanium, and let me wet these because they may need a little bit of coaxing to wake up. I don't even have a lot of buff titanium in that pan. And as a dark color I'll use the sepia, but that's a schminke color, so I may have to refill that buff titanium. So I have some brushes. One is the Skoda Perla, the Joseph Spukovic, and this is a very old Da Vinci brush, and this is also a Da Vinci brush, a Casaneo. It's one of those pointy brushes that come to a point. So let's see. And now for the yellow part, I will use the Spukovic. Don't quote me on the name pronunciation. So the color rewets quite nicely actually, and I have to refill this as well. Get them out of the way, and we will carry on with our gonna put on gold deep. And that will just fade out into the paper, like so. Okay, so now let's see about that little bleed here. Not so little, more of a bleed. Could have waited or dried the paper a little bit, but I'm going to put a figure in front of it once it's all dried. So let me just go and dry this, and I'll be right back. So let me just go over this again to make sure it's all smooth. Okay. Yeah, now I'm thinking of the name. It's a dagger brush. It's quite nice, but it's not as fine as I would have wanted. If you are into watercolors and you follow along online, you will know that Angela Fehr is one of the great proponents of, is that the word, of the dagger brush, and she usually uses quite a lot longer dagger brushes, and I've asked Rosemary Brushes for their price list and a catalogue, and they said they would send it but never have, and so I'm going to order a finer dagger brush from Jackson's with my next order. So the texture is quite interesting. It's not a granulating color, sepia. It seems to be quite rough. So now for the figure. I was hoping to get kind of a figure to open up the hands like this and admire the sunshine, calling out rejoice, and I hope to get this in there. We'll see. So the paper is quite good. You can correct it, which I have obviously done, and it buckles a little bit, but I have hopes that if I close up the book and the elastic is very tight, that it will hold, I can hardly get it around there, that it will hold it to shape. So quite happy with this little book. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy Watercolor Month!